Today I'm here to talk about Luna and Onyx Extreme, and reason being is one of my subscribers asked what are the differences between these two fragrances, and again I thought to myself, I can't be sitting there writing a big ass comment back. I thought to myself I'd do a quick review on these two fragrances, just explaining the differences and all that good stuff. So if you're watching this is for you. If you're interested, stay tuned. What is good, YouTube? Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. My name is Mikey Cologne, and I want to thank everybody for tuning in today. That is right, I'm going to go through Onyx Extreme and Luna. I'm just going to talk about these quickly. Like I said, one of my subscribers asked what are the differences, so I don't know if he's interested in buying one, either or. So I thought I'd just explain it a little bit. I am going to read the notes and I'm just going to go through the fragrance. First off, I'm going to start with Luna. Right, you got Rose Absolute, Tahitian Vanilla, Incense Musk, Leather, Patchouli, Ethical Ambergris, Dark Thai Oud. Now, how does Luna open? You get a sweet jammy rose. I am going to spray it. You get this sweet jammy rose, and to me it does come across a little bit stemmy. With this you get the incense, you get smoke, and you get the leather. Now, I think the leather is helping create that smoky side of things with Luna. Plus you have the incense, so it is a little bit incensey, but it's also a bit smoky, or it's quite smoky as well. And you get that leather accord near on straight away, like literally after about 30 seconds to a minute. That leather is present, and that stays all the way through the fragrance. You do get the vanilla as well, so it's incensey, smoky, vanillic, a little sweet. The rose is a little jammy, also a little bit stemmy on me, which to me basically says that it comes across a little bit woodsy and ever so slightly, I would say even a little bit earthy, and this is to my nose, remember. Now, as it starts to settle, the oud does come in, and to me the oud here is a little bit animalic. Right, it's not barnyardy, it doesn't smell of cow shit, it's not funky. It just comes across a little bit animalic, a bit musky, and it does give off a woodsy aroma as well. And then the more this settles, that rose still lingers, but the rose starts sitting in the back, the leather becomes more present, and the smoke calms down. But again, that smoky quality to this fragrance, it still lingers in the scent. I can still pick it up mid and into the dry down. And this does go ever so slightly salty on my skin. And I don't know if that is the ambergris in here, but I get a little bit of a salty quality from this fragrance when it's sitting in the dry down. That is Luna. Now, Onyx Extreme. You've got Rose Absolute 4%, Vanilla Absolute, Plum, Chocolate, Raspberry, Ylang Ylang, Amber, Oak Moss, Patchouli, 7.6% Thai Oud, Ethical Ambergris, Sandalwood and Musk. This is the more complex one out of the two. It's got more notes and it's got a lot more changes to the fragrance. Again, it opens up, you get the rose, you get the vanilla. But to me, the rose here is a little bit more on the jammy side than what it is in Luna. So if you like a nice jammy rose, Onyx Extreme on my skin and to my nose is a little bit more jammy. The vanilla is a little bit more present. Now, up top, you also get a juicy plum and that raspberry. So it's got a little bit of a fruity twist to the fragrance, which supplies a little bit of extra sweetness. After a couple of minutes, a dark chocolate smell comes through. So now it's fruity, chocolatey, a little bit vanillic, jammy from the rose. And then as it starts to settle down, You do get balsamic touches. The oud does come through, and the oud here, it adds depth to the fragrance. It adds a woodsy aroma. It darkens the fragrance up a little bit. And plus, you do get a little bit of a smoky quality in Onyx Extreme as well. But with all this going on, the fragrance is turning creamy because of the ylang ylang and the sandalwood. It gives this fragrance a creamy quality, whereas I don't really get that in Luna. So this is jammy, a little fruity, creamy, semi-sweet, and it darkens up from the oud. Woodsy. Luna is jammy, slightly stemmy, a little bit animalic from the oud. You get touches of vanilla and you definitely get musk. Both of these have a good dose of musk in them. So if you enjoy musk, it's going to be a win-win, whatever one you choose. But on my skin, Luna pushes more. It's got a bit more heft to it. And at first, I'm going off memory here. I thought to myself, like, Luna, you'd think is a feminine name. So I thought it was going to be a bit more of a delicate fragrance. On my skin and to my nose, it isn't. To me, Luna pushes a little bit more, but this is more complex. So this has more changes to it. This sits a little bit heavier. And the oud, even though this has got 7.6% Thai oud, it goes animalic in here. And here on my skin, it doesn't. I don't know if it's just my skin, but that is how these fragrances work on me. And that is how these fragrances work on me. So, fruity, rosy, juicy, oudy, musky, semi-sweet, jammy. Jammy, stemmy, vanillic, animalic. And remember, not barnyardy or not smelling like cow shit, not funky, just a little bit animalic. They're both musky. Oh, and plus you've got the chocolatey accord in this fragrance, which smells great. It just comes out of nowhere. Literally, you're smelling fruits, you're smelling a raspberry, and then boom, in comes this dark chocolate accord. Man, it smells good. These are both solid fragrances. To be honest, I haven't got a favourite out of the two. Actually, no, I have. I prefer Onyx Extreme. Reason being is because the chocolate and the way the fruits come out in this fragrance, I prefer Onyx Extreme, but this sits heavier on my skin and it seems to push more. But scent-wise, Onyx Extreme for me. Right, I tried to do as best as I could to explain both of these fragrances, Onyx Extreme and Luna. If you're watching this, to whom I'm doing a review for, let me know which one you choose. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Drop a comment down below if you've tried these fragrances. And remember, smelling good's always a pleasure and never a chore. And I will see you lot on the next one. Cheers.